Welcome to round 13 of the Banter Racing League on F1 2018, and we are here for the Belgian Grand Prix in Spa-Francorchamps. And Vladimir Jeger put in a blistering lap to grab pole position, his second of the season, and it was a 142.451. It was a blistering time to go ahead of Agonza and Wattmaster and Ivan as well. And Jeger starts on pole by only 100th. It was a very close qualifying. Agonza in second place for Red Bull, Ivan in third for Haas, and Wattmaster in fourth for Sauber, head of Wesley in fifth, and Combined in sixth, and Lucky Racer seventh, Cryptox eighth, Rantex ninth, Ventrox 10th, and Savage at the back in 11th. Thaboom obviously race banned after he raced in Germany when he was supposed to take that race ban, but he was allowed to race in there, and then Hungary and Belgium were his race bans, but Hungary is not available not available for highlights. Not enough POVs were available for that race, unfortunately. So, starting the formation lap, Jeger is leading the formation lap because he starts from pole. Agonza is Agonza's P2 ahead of Ivan, and let's hope this start is quite an exciting one because Belgium should be exciting up Eau Rouge and stuff, and obviously Eau Rouge and Radion. It's actually the same. I don't know why, but like the uphill section is actually called Radion, even though I would like to call it Eau Rouge. Anyway, Agonza weaving on the camel straight, as now here we go into the leg com chicane. Continues to lead the championship, does Agonza, and if he wins today, he'll have an even bigger gap in the championship. Yeah. So here we are lining up and coming into the final corner, the bus stop chicane. Here we go. We are lining up on the grid for round 13 of this season. Here in Spa, Vladimir Jeger on pole position, Agonza P2, and then Ivan in P3. Wattmaster behind in fourth for Sauber. And then we have Wesley and Combined as well. As here we go. The lights are coming on for round 13 in Spa. It's away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix, and Jeger gets a decent start. Coming down to his turn one we go. Jeger has the inside line. Agonza brakes very late, and Jeger keeps the lead into turn one. Ivan is beside Agonza, the Spanish compatriot. But now here we go. Coming through up into Eau Rouge we go, and Vladimir Jeger has gone a little bit wide there, and now here comes Agonza. He's going to get the slipstream on Jeger now. He's going to go to the inside of him, and here comes Agonza to the inside, coming down towards Lecom, and Agonza gets into the lead into Lecom chicane, and Ivan gets into P2. A great start for both the Spaniards, and they're 1-2 at the moment. Vladimir Jeger drops down to third place from pole position. An exciting start here in Spa. Agonza took the lead from Jeger in the Lecom chicane just at the end of the Camel Straight on the first lap. Straight away Agonza leads, Ivan second, and then Vladimir Jeger in P3. Then Wattmaster in fourth for Sauber, head of Combined, then Wesley, and then we have Lucky Racer. As now there's Wattmaster behind, has spun round on the curb, and that's brought Combined into fourth place. Savage has retired from the session as well. So everything going on lap 1 at the moment. Agonza and Ivan taking Jeger on lap 1, and Wattmaster spinning around on the curb, and now Savage has retired from this race. Everything happening on lap 1. Here we go, coming down towards Blanchimont. Vladimir Jeger has a slipstream, and getting closer to Ivan. Rantex also out, so both Toro Rossos out on lap 1. Here we go into the bus stop chicane. Jeger is gaining on Ivan, coming down towards La Source, turn 1. And here we go, Agonza leads the Belgian Grand Prix after lap 1, Ivan in second. But now here comes Vladimir Jeger up the inside of Ivan, almost touches him, as now they're going to go side by side through Eau Rouge. What's going to happen here? Here we go, Jeger and Ivan are touching, but now here we go side by side through Eau Rouge. Jeger's going to back out of this for sure, and there's contact, and Jeger is into the wall. Yes, he is. Jeger is out of his second race in a row that he has competed in, and that is surely championship over for him. Well, it's championship over from Germany. Here we go, here is Ivan's point of view. That is another crash for Jeger, and he is out of the Belgian Grand Prix. The pole sitter, of course, the guy who started from pole, is now out on lap 2. And it looked like there that Ivan gave him plenty of space, and Jeger just backed out of the move. So that was hard to tell whose fault that was, so probably a racing incident. But now Agonza leads this race. Ivan in second place, combined up to third for Red Bull. Then Wesley in fourth in his home race. Then Lucky Racer up to fifth for Haas, and Ventrox in sixth for Force India ahead of his teammate Cryptox. And then Wattmaster at the back up to spinning at Puon on lap 1. And the retirements Jago, Rantix and Savage. So here is Ivan, and our combined is gaining on Ivan, so he's getting closer to the back of him. Crazy first 2 laps of this race. The pole sitter Vladimir Jeger out of the race. A crash with Ivan up a Rouge. And Agonza and Ivan taking the lead. And taking first and second from Jeger on lap 1 as well. Just at this corner, Lacombe chicane. So Agonza continues to lead. Ivan in second. Then combined in third. Then Wesley in fourth. Lucky Racer in fifth. Combined is just sticking close behind to the Haas and his teammate. Here we go, on board with Savage. This is why he retired from this race. And you can see that there's Rantix actually sliding across the track, and he spun round, and Savage has had nowhere to go but to crash into his teammates. So that's a very unlucky incident. But why did Rantix retire? Maybe he crashed later on after maybe he lost grip and spun into the wall. I don't know. But now we are on lap 5. Combined has dropped back a bit from the 2 Spaniards of Agonza and Ivan. As now, there is Cryptox in the Force India. He has lost a bit of front wing. On the front left side, Cryptox has lost a bit of front wing there. So, I think he's just lost it at Blanchimont, just on the exit of Blanchimont. As now, here we go into the pits. Cryptox comes into the pits. He's going to change his front wing, so a very early pit stop for him. And he's going to change his front wing, and he's also going to change onto the mediums. The medium tyres. I think everyone will change onto the medium tyres. The Force India pit crew changes Cryptox's front wing. And we don't know what the pit stop was. But he is going to come out just in front of Wattmaster, I think. And he will, yes. Cryptox will come out ahead of Wattmaster by 5 seconds. And he stays in 7th place. 5 seconds is the gap between Wattmaster and Cryptox, so Wattmaster will actually gain on that. Look at that, it's now already become 3.7. As now, here we go, Ivan keeping up with Agonza. So first and second for the 2 Spaniards at the moment. And combined is in the pits, and Wesley as well. Lucky Racer moves up to 3rd. And so how will Combined and Wesley, where will Combined and Wesley come out in these pit stops? They'll both come out behind Ventrox, who stayed out another lap on those super soft tyres. Unless he's gone on to unless he started on the soft tyres, which is something cheeky. As now, yeah, they'll come out in 5th and 6th. Because Cryptox will be nowhere near them with 43 seconds. Is the gap from Cryptox to Wesley at the moment. And Ivan still keeping up with the Agonza now. And after some pit stops, Agonza leads, Ivan 2nd, then Lucky Racer in 3rd, effectively in 4th, then Ventrox in 4th place, hasn't pitted yet, Combined in 5th has pitted, as well as Wesley, he is also pitted in P6, Cryptox in 7th, and then Wattmaster in 8th. But Wattmaster is quite close to Cryptox now, 8/10 is the gap, he's really gained on him, and here comes Wattmaster, lap 6 now, up the inside of Cryptox, and he gets into 7th place. Does the Sauber. So Wattmaster with a very easy move into Bruxelles and gets that move done. And Cryptox having not a good race again after crashing out in Germany and coming last in Britain. He had actually had a good race in Austria, battle with Rantix. But when will he get a good race is the question. Agonza pits, and he comes out in 3rd place. And he's on the medium tyres as well, so it looks like everyone is going into the medium tyres at the moment. And it's actually currently a Haas 1-2. Ivan is leading from Lucky Racer. But that's obviously temporary, because none of those 2 have pitted yet. So, here is Ivan now. He is leading this race, but he has not pitted yet. But he's surely going to come in this lap. Ivan's surely going to come in this lap, the number 13 Haas, and he does. Ivan does come into the pits, and is he going to change onto the mediums as well, just like Agonza? We'll see about that. Lucky Racer will take the lead, because I don't think they'll be double stacking. So Lucky Racer will have to stay out another lap, and he does. Lucky Racer goes out into the lead. As now, here we go. And Ivan changes onto the softs, which is quite interesting there. I don't know why he's done that, but Agonza combined, Wesley and Cryptox all on the mediums, but Ivan's on the softs. So, I don't know what he's trying there, but that's going to actually gain Ivan some time on Agonza by the end of the race. The gap is actually 4 seconds. Ivan comes out in 3rd place, and behind Agonza, and just ahead of Ventrox. But the gap between Combined is now on the inside with DRS on Ventrox, and he's going to get the move into 4th place, is he? Yes, he is. That's an easy move for Combined, and he gets up into 4th place, past Ventrox, who has not pitted yet, and he's currently on the soft tyres, as I said he was. As Ventrox actually trying to come back at him, but I don't think he's going to do that. Ventrox is not stocked yet, and Combined on fresh mediums at the moment. Here we go with the the temporary race leader, Lucky Racer, into the pits. He's going to go onto the medium tyres. He started on the softs as well, just like Ventrox did. As now here we go onto the mediums, goes Lucky Racer, and he is going to come out maybe just in front of Wesley. He was behind Wesley, and now Lucky Racer has undercut Wesley there. He was behind Wesley just after the pit stops, and 5 laps later, it's a massive 5 lap. It's actually an overcut. Sorry, I keep confusing myself between undercut and overcut. Lucky Racer has overcut Wesley by 5 laps. Wesley's tyres are 5 laps old. He pitted on lap 5, the same time as Combined did. And Lucky Racer pitted on lap 10 and has come out in front of the Ferrari and gets up into 4th, so... But, of course, Lucky Racer has also 5 lap fresher tyres than Combined, so this could be a nice battle between the Red Bull and the Haas towards the end. This is going to be an interesting finish to this Belgian Grand Prix. Lap 10 of 22. And Wesley actually gaining on Lucky Racer a bit, but of course with the cold tyres, that's why Wesley is slightly gaining on him there. But no, coming into this corner, into the, I don't know what the name of that corner is called, I forgot. That's Stavilo, I know that one, but I don't know the name of that corner, the chicane before that corner at Stavilo. Oh, and Wesley goes off a bit there, almost crashing into the wall on the exit, but lucky he hasn't there. As now here we are, moving on to lap 13. The gap between Lucky Racer and Combined is 3.3 seconds. And yeah, there you go, you can see him on Lucky Racer's screen there, you can see him. So the battle for 3rd is going to heat up in the last few laps. Lucky Racer is going to gain. He's on 5 lap fresher tyres than the Red Bull ahead. So this is going to be a nice charge from the Haas of Lucky Racer. Meanwhile, Agonza still leads. The 4 seconds is the gap. The gap has stayed the same since Ivan went out on pitted for soft tyres and Agonza were mediums. It turns out that mediums are actually the better tyre in this particular track. Doesn't seem like Ivan is gaining on Agonza at all, to be honest. Does not seem like Agonza is gaining on Ivan. Sorry, Ivan's gaining on Agonza. But the top 4 at the moment are Red Bull, Haas, Red Bull, Haas. So it's the Red Bull and Haas battle at the front, but Ferrari is P5. Just the one Ferrari, of course, because of the Boom's race ban. As now, here we go. 3 laps later, at lap 16, the gap is 2.2 seconds between Lucky Racer and Combined. Lucky Racer is catching the Red Bull. Here we go. This is going to be, once again, a charge towards the end. They come up, Lucky Racer comes up a Rouge now, And Agonza has actually lost time to Ivan as well, so this could be this is not over for the lead, and it's not over for P3. Not over for either of these battles. And these are the only two battles on track. Agonza and Ivan, and then Combined and Lucky Racer. The last time these two battled, of course, was in Baku in the last few laps as well. Mind you, also in the last few laps, Combined and Lucky Racer battled in Baku. Can they repeat it in Spa today? Here we go. Coming through block cells and into the no-name corner. The gap is 2.1. So this is a very interesting. He's gaining quickly. 1.9 seconds, 1.8. Through Poo on we go. And Ivan's now 2.7 seconds within Agonza. So he is gaining on him as well. He is gaining on Agonza as well. This is going to be a very interesting fight in the last few laps for first and for third. In lap 17 of the Belgian Grand Prix. And the gap now between Lucky Racer and Combined is 1.4 seconds. You can see the Red Bull getting closer and closer to the in front of the Haas here. But Lucky Racer is really gaining. And now Ivan's lost a bit of time there to Agonza again. 3.3 seconds is the gap. So the third place battle will probably be more interesting than the first place battle at this rate. Been a fairly uneventful race to say the least. The first lap and the second lap were a carnage fest, but otherwise the race has not really been eventful. But this could be a climatic end to this race with two battles possibly going to happen. On lap 18 of the Belgian Grand Prix here in Spa, and Lucky Racer's now within a second of Combined in the Red Bull. This is going to be a very interesting battle. And the yellow flags, and Wattmaster's retired from this Belgian Grand Prix, and it's a virtual safety car, so that's going to slow down everyone on their deltas and stuff. Wattmaster has reportedly crashed at Puon, so that's the exact same place where he spun out on lap 1, so that curb is pretty much deadly in this race. Wattmaster has suffered from it twice. The first lap, and he spun round and got some damage, but this time it has actually taken him out of the race. So that is Wattmaster's second retirement of the season, and that's a real shame for him. Nothing has gone right for Wattmaster in this race. But Cryptox will be promoted to 7th because of that crash. And the virtual safety car is about to end now, and there Cryptox goes past the crash scene of Wattmaster. DRS is enabled, the virtual safety car has ended, and Lucky Racer with half a second behind Combined, and Ivan has gained some time on Agonza behind the VSC. So this is going to be a nice, so maybe the P1 battle is not over. Here we go. Lap 19, we have 3 laps remaining here in Spa. The gap between the Haas and the Red Bull, just 0.6. Surely on the next lap or two, Lucky Racer will go for it and try and get this podium. This will be Combined's 4th podium of the season if he holds on. But it looks like Lucky Racer's the quicker driver at this stage, so it looks like he will get the podium today. But we'll see in this last laps. Ivan gaining on Agonza now, 1.4 seconds. So, let's see what happens. Lap 20. As now, here we go. Ivan and Agonza are very close now. Ivan has got the slipstream and Agonza. Agonza defends into the bus stop chicane. And Agonza has the inside line. And good defending from the Red Bull. And Ivan's sliding out the exit of the bus stop. That probably means his tyres are gone. I think his softs are worn out. Here comes Lucky Racer. Is he going to go to the inside of Combined? Here he goes. Has a little look up the inside. Doesn't quite get the move there into the bus stop chicane. But now here we go. Lucky Racer has DRS coming down towards La Source. The penultimate lap starts for both of these two. As now here we go. Coming into turn 1. As now the slipstream is going to be there for Lucky Racer. Down into the Camel Straight, and now up Eau Rouge we go, and into the Camel Straight. Lucky Racer is up Eau Rouge, and Combined has got some good traction out of Eau Rouge there, and has actually got a much better exit, and is pulling away on the straight. Lucky Racer has decided to keep it cautious through Eau Rouge, because it's quite slidey on the 2018 game. Here we go. Lucky Racer got very close to Combined through Lake Com, so this is surely the last lap. If Lucky Racer gets a good exit, he will overtake Combined at the end of this lap. Here we go. Coming down towards Bruxelles, Combined runs wide a bit, so his tyres are also starting to go. As now he's run really wide there. Lucky Racer gets a very good exit. Coming down towards Pouan, and here we go. He's right at the back of him. They can't get any closer. Surely they're not going to make contact, of course, because they're both clean drivers, but still. This is a very close racing between the 2016 championship rivals, which ended up with Lucky Racer winning the championship, of course. So, it's back at it between these two, battling it out for position, and it's also for third place, just like it was in Baku. They were also fighting for P3, and in Spa as well, they're doing it. So here we go, through Blanchimont. The final lap starts for Agonza. He crosses the line to start the last lap of this race. Ivan is 1.1 seconds. Here comes Lucky Racer up the inside, little look up the inside once again on Combined. Here we go into the bus stop chicane. DRS is enabled. Ivan gets a penalty for multiple warnings. Could that be the end of his challenge for the lead? Here we go, coming into turn 1, Lucky Racer is going to get some good traction once again. Combined is sliding all over the place. His tyres are gone. Here we go, Lucky Racer has a slipstream down towards Eau Rouge. And Combined is obviously going to hold on to the place. Lucky Racer backs out. As now, here we go, Lucky Racer finally gets a good exit out of Eau Rouge. As now, here we go, here he is with DRS. And he's going to go to the outside and shoots past the Red Bull of Combined. Finally, Lucky Racer gets into the podium places on the last lap. But now, Combined is very close to his rear end. They are going to battle for position in the last lap of this race. Lucky Racer defends into Bruxelles. But now, Agonza is not within touching distance of Ivan, so Agonza will win this race. It's going to be another win for him. It'll be his 7th victory of the season. He won in Bahrain. And now here comes Combined up the inside into the chicane. Not quite there for him. But anyway, Agonza has won in Bahrain. He won in Baku. He won in Canada. He won in France. He won in Austria. He won in Germany. And now he's going to win today in Spa. Here we go. The battle between Combined and Lucky Racer is on as Agonza has crossed the line to take his 7th win of the season, and it's a massive gain in the championship as Vladimir Jeger's retirement has really cost him. As now here comes Combined, he's going to go to the outside of Lucky Racer, coming into the bus stop chicane. What's going to happen here? Combined slides it out of the chicane, and that's going to be Lucky Racer's podium. He crosses the line for 3rd place, ahead of Combined in 4th, an exact replica of Baku. Lucky Racer steals the podium on the last lap from Combined. Wesley crosses the line to finish for the first time his home race in 5th place. Ventrox in the Force India is going to cross the line in 6th place. Here he goes into the bus stop chicane. A very tense battle between Lucky Racer and Combined. Agonza takes his 7th win of the season, and Ivan takes his 1st podium. Ventrox crosses the line in 6th place for Force India, and the other Force India of Cryptox will be the last to finish in P7. Not a good race once again for Cryptox, unfortunately, after bottling it near the beginning of the race at Blanchimont and losing part of his front wing. So we are still watching Ventrox on his parade lap coming up Eau Rouge. But now Cryptox is going to come around the last 2 corners. And he is going to cross the line in 7th place in the other Force India. He's going to cross the line for 7th. And that is it for the Belgian Grand Prix. It was kind of an uneventful race which turned into a climatic ending in the last few laps of the race. Very good racing between Lucky Racer and Combined. And very good defending from Agonza. It took him his 7th victory of the season. This is a masterclass season for him. Here we go. Agonza celebrates another win and a massive championship lead now. Vladimir Jeger's retirement has really cost him. It's obviously his second retirement in 3 races for him. That's a real shame for him. Both Haas's on the podium. As now Agonza wins the race. 14 seconds is the gap because Ivan got a 10-second penalty, which was reduced to 3 seconds. Lucky Racer stole the podium for 3rd place ahead of Combined in 4th on the last lap. Wesley in 5th place in his home race. Ventrox in P6 ahead of his teammate Cryptox. And the retirements were Wortmaster, Vladimir Jeger, Rantix, and Savage. And the championship standings, we have Agonza leading by almost 100 points. The gap is actually 92 points. That's a very big gap. Vladimir Jeger in 2nd, ahead of Lucky Racer in 3rd, 20 points behind Jeger. Then Combined in 4th, 3 points behind Lucky Racer. Then Sentry and then Wortmaster and Wesley are tied with 99 points. Ping Too High and then Ventrox and Cryptox. Fazral, Ivan, Addy, then Savage, Rantix, Harry Tech and Thaboom. Thaboom will come back in Monza. So, that was a climatic ending to the Belgian Grand Prix in Spa. The next race is the Italian Grand Prix in Monza for round 14. See you then.